Welcome to the University of Alberta's virtual open house for 2020. My name is Dr. Michael Caldwell, and I'm a professor in the Departments of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences and Biological Sciences here at the University of Alberta. I'm also a paleontologist, and it's my pleasure to be able to take you on a tour of the paleontology programs here at the University of Alberta. The paleontology program at the University of Alberta has been a collaborative effort of two departments in the Faculty of Science: Department of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences and the Department of Biological Sciences. This program has been in place since the early 1960s and reflects the interdisciplinarity of paleontology as a scientific discipline, requiring students to understand both Earth history, geology, and geological processes, as well as biology, ecology, and evolutionary biology. The current degree program allows students to choose between course offerings for either an honors or specialization degree. Focus areas currently in the paleontology program include invertebrate paleontology, geobiology and ichnology, and vertebrate paleontology. We'll take a look at those three programs now. Invertebrate paleontology is taught by Professor Lindsay Layton in the Department of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences. There are a number of courses taught by Professor Layton, and his research area of focus is the paleoecology of ancient marine invertebrates. To do so, he also studies the ecology of living invertebrates as analog systems and is a specialist in the growing field of conservation paleobiology. Geobiology and ichnology, or better put, geomicrobiology and the study of trace fossils, is a much larger group within the Department of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, including Dr. Murray Gingras, Dr. J.P. Zonneveld, and Dr. Kurt Konhauser. Dr. Gingras and Dr. Zonneveld are specialists in the area of trace fossils with respect to paleontology, and of course are sedimentologists and stratigraphers. They study living ecosystems as much as they do ancient fossil ecosystems to understand trace fossils and their importance to paleobiology and geology. Professor Konhauser is a geomicrobiologist who specializes in the study of ancient microbial communities and microorganisms with the intention of understanding the oldest evidence of life on Earth. This slide is a cool paleo fact from Dr. Konhauser's area of research. As he writes, part of paleontology is also looking at the oldest evidence of life before animals and plants evolved. This period of time, known as the Precambrian, is essentially a world dominated by bacteria and algae. And back then, they formed structures that are widely dispersed in the rock record. These are so-called stromatolites, like the photo above from the 3.46 billion-year-old Dresser Formation in northwestern Australia. A biological origin is suggested by their complexity of alternating light and dark laminae and the presence of organic carbon. That's the black you see in this cross-section of this rock. The vertebrate paleontology group is represented in biological sciences by four professors. I'm one of them. My research area is lizard, snakes, and marine reptiles. And of course, I'm also cross-appointed to Earth and Atmospheric Sciences. Professor Phil Curry is a world-renowned dinosaur paleontologist. Professor Dr. Alison Murray is a specialist on fishes, and Professor Corwin Sullivan is both a dinosaur specialist, a bird specialist, and is very interested in the functional morphology of these animals, particularly in the context of the origins of avian flight. The paleontology program also offers its own vertebrate paleontology Paleo 400 field school. Here you can see Dr. Curry leading the field school, where undergraduate students go out into a location in southern Edmonton, where they work on a dinosaur bone bed. During the excavation, they're expected to learn about the regional sedimentology and the stratigraphy, to make maps of the quarry, and then write scientific papers at the end of the field school program as part of the expectations and requirements for the course. This means that field schools are extremely important in the education of paleontologists, as much as the use of new modern technologies and the creation by the Vertebrate Paleontology Group at the University of Alberta of a series of massive open online courses. Current offerings include Paleo 200 and 201, which in its MOOC form is also known as Dino 101 to the world and has been taken by literally hundreds of thousands of people around the world. Paleo 202, which is early vertebrate evolution, Paleo 203, which is ancient marine reptiles, and Paleo 204, which is theropod dinosaurs and the origins of birds. These courses are also available to students in the paleontology program on a 4-credit basis, but they can also be taken by the general public just simply as a MOOC, a massive open online course. If you want to know more about the Paleo program, please visit the University of Alberta's website in the Department of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences. You can also write an email as a general inquiry to the email shown on this slide. And it's also possible to make contact with the people listed below: Dr. Murray Gingras, Chris Hurd, Melissa Dillon, and Corwin Sullivan, who is the undergraduate program advisor for the paleontology program here at the University of Alberta. Thanks very much. Enjoy the 2020 virtual open house at the University of Alberta.